Calypso night once again with the man Devon Seals and Mr. Shark.
This is the opinion, yes, yeah. For their own abuses.
And just to give you a little reminder, remember the shows are free to stream, but we welcome donations to all our guest artists on fundmetnt.com. Iwer Stage will be streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George and at the Street 919 FM. We are also live on Facebook on Neil Iwer George and the Street 919 FM Facebook pages. Tune in to YouTube on Iwer TV and Street Online Trinidad channels. Iwer Stage one-on-one with the artist is supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music. Remember, the action continues tonight. Last night was Pan Night with Mr. Joshua Regrello. Tonight is Calypso Night, Devon Seals and Mr. Shark. And on Saturday night, the biggest show in the series is on from 6 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago and the world will tune in to Iwer TV for Soca Distancing Let the Soca Heal You virtual concert. Oh yeah.
Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too big.
And remember, just to wind down your weekend on Sunday, comedy a cook-up. So Iwer Stage is continuing this weekend from tonight.
Interruption, that you might stop.
Calypso night. Remember last night was Pan night, was great.
From the concert comments.
Remember, we're getting ready for tonight with the man Devon Seals and Mr. Shark. You're locked on to the Street 919 FM and Street TV as we continue to take your calls right here with the Titans of Democracy. My numbers are 342-0081, 7711-791-466-5391. If you're calling from the U.S. and anywhere abroad, 718-874-3860. It's Labor Day in TNT. Happy Labor Day to each and every one. Caller, good morning. Hello, morning.
Brucey,
Good morning, Miss Gloria. How are you this morning?
I'm great and happy and blessed and everything, you know.
That's very
You know
nice.
how long I calling you, boy, but not that I can play this morning.
Uh-huh.
How are you, darling?
I am doing fine this morning, man.
How is Dad?
Daddy doing great.
Praise God. You know, I like to pray for everybody. Don't forget what I sent you a text this morning. You read it?
No, not as yet. I ain't bomb up. I ain't go through my phone as yet. You know, it's 10,000 messages, so
Right,
I
so
ain't
check
got
it
to
out.
go through
Well, I
everything
want
yet.
to say good morning to all and sundry, the Titans of Democracy. First, I want to tell you something. I reading, well, busy these days, so I read the paper last night.
Miss Gloria, hello.
Hello?
Right, I hear you now.
Right, I bend down. She say, I was reading the news in a victory for them in 2020. She dreaming, she just got from sleepover. She not going back. I said, Mother Tuna, all are we. You know why, Brucey? We are praying, right? And I want to ask you something. Okay. Well, Ms. Gloria, I sent it to you, right? We know that in history, Columbus discovered Trinidad, right? So why do they want it come up? How will the children who coming up, me and no grandchildren, me if I get any anyway, see, but I have plenty. So every child is mine. The point is, Lucy, we learn history in school, right? I sure you did history, didn't you?
Yes, I did. About a little bit of it. Not much.
Right, but so Bruce, isn't that a history?
It's part of the history. It is. We can't deny
Right.
that.
So then, oh gosh, you're gonna really face it and this. It's sad. Bruce, I don't know. I'm a very emotional person. It's okay. But seriously, no, this is who I am. I love everybody. I have love in my heart. You saw me, you know who I am. And I love everybody. Mano, I'm going to tease Mano now. Come up to Our Lady of Fatima, Bush Street, Europe, It's only ladies in the morning choir, and so we need someone. Come and join me, now, man. The only challenge is me on the radio. Hello, I am a soprano singer. So I love everybody. Miss Jenny, Miss Monica, Miss Thomas, all the people in Tobago. Oh God, I love to hear is Miss Crosby. Miss Crosby, Mr. Archer, and Miss Rowan. So Brucey, darling, you're not alone. Miss Gloria, listen, and you went now and then I play the music. I am no pain, I dancing. Hey, hello, I'm happy. So love to everybody. 1285, darling. God is great. He's wonderful. So have a blessed day. Love to all. Love is the answer. Bye.
Bye-bye, Miss Gloria. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, morning.
Morning.
Happy Labor Day to you. Well, I mean, it's a day we feel that we shouldn't wish people, but I'm wishing you, Sharon, and all listeners happy Labor Day. It's having significance, and if only the union would really put in effect what we want from Labor Day, we'll understand the purpose. Now, it is Labor Day celebration, and you're going to and I want to tell Ancillary this morning, if you go there to tell me what plans you have from a union perspective and from an economic perspective, I'll be good. Union has taken up a position and they're getting into the government framework. Nothing is wrong with that. But, you know, if you identified as a union, tell me what plans you have for workers and even giving the economic information guided towards, you know, what you can do for workers. Now, I'm streamlining this to African people. Now, by the way, I have no problem with people protesting and getting what they want. I just don't want people to be ungrateful.
Okay.
Because the thing of it, people will look at it, Bruce. I know Kamala Prasad and they have boasted big time of how much negotiation they would have settled. And even people like Long Circle and all these people coming on the radio and say they settled negotiation. I don't know since when settling negotiation is something that you want to boast about for years. Dr. Rowley and they would have been settling negotiation and knowing fully well that coming into office, one woman would have borrowed over the threshold. And if people don't understand what is that, when you have a limit to borrow, Kamala Prasad and they reach the threshold between when they got into office, they had to go back to the parliament to approve and extend the process or the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to parliament to get monies borrowed. Today, we're in a position where we can pay people, and economists like Dr. Roger Hussein and Mariana Brown want to tell me that their words stand more ground than what we've seen today. It's like people just staying in the background. Bruce, I respect people who are economists because they would have studied, but you see in this country, they just jump out. They just jump out. And people here are so ungrateful. I listened to a program yesterday, and you know me, I don't really criticize each other's program because there's a protocol.
Yeah.
But there's some callers that just jump out, loving the house and all these fellas. I always tell these fellas, when you see you're waiting for a government to do something for you, you'll have problems. No country with wise thinking citizens just sit down there in the house, and when a minister is when a member of parliament win a seat, you just go to him and tell him, hey boss, I want a job in the hospital. Yes, it could happen, you know, but there's a way to guide yourself. You always give yourself alternatives. So if government get through to you in time, you have something else doing. And I want to preach that more to the black man, because yesterday they're talking all kind of nonsense about what Dr. Rowley do for the black man. There are thousands of African people in this country who serve in the middle class, living in the middle class. And you know what? They want a chance to even give people in that lower end, because they have what you call is buying power, customer power. You know, and people find it a racist statement. If I go the road now and I want a little breakfast, I can't get it from nobody else but a doubles man. Right? Nothing is wrong with that. But if I want to eat a bacon shack or a bacon something in my little area, nothing, you know, nothing. But you want to tell me Dr. Rowley doing anything for African man? The drive to make yourself marketable starts with you. And you know what? People start like that, and then you hinge on the government.
Over the past few months.
Bruce?
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember my sister, she's a very good cook. You know what she did? She started a cooking business. And then what exists in the government to help you? Something called Netco. And she gets into Netco, right? Bring your plan. Netco lend you the money, you buy your fridge, you buy everything, and you continue your business. That's not helping black people. You know what they get on? All the other races. All the other races. So I want you to sort of warn us, going into this particular election, be very careful about Ms. Prasad this Sunday. I was telling Google yesterday, She only make herself available to make address to criticize the government. She never one day sat down like Dr. Rowley and speak to the population being interviewed by Hima Ramkisoon and all of them, just dipping and running. And that you see, that level of leadership, Bruce, I don't want to see that. I want to see leadership that what I got between 2015 and 2020, and if I can get that, and I know I can get it from Kamala Prasad, because from 2010 to 2015, I keep telling people, I started thinking that lady going to do a good job. You can ask all my colleagues. I say, hey, the kind of seat that lady get there, I doubt Dr. Rowley and they could conquer that in the next 15 years, Between 2010 and when they started in 2012, Kamala Prasad started to make mistakes like rain. Mistakes straight down to the end of 2015. And now you making yourself available for me and citizens like Lovenios and them to tell me nonsense about Dr. Rowley done for them. Well, you go ahead. Make sure you vote and don't vote for that UNC. They're not good. Thank you, Bruce. I'm more to say.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning to my brother Bruce Wayne.
Hey, morning. How are you doing this morning?
Well, after God, I'm well. After him and thank him for another day. And good morning to my sister Sharon. And good morning to each and every one where my voice is heard. Brother Bruce, I want to know what's wrong with some African people in this country. I want to know what's wrong with them, Because I was watching a union man last night on the TV saying he's fighting for the nurses and then they get 100%. I want to know if it's 1,000% he's looking for. And after all of that, he's saying if it's right they want, it's right they will get. They don't understand, they don't learn, They don't learn. You understand what happened to Duke, Watson Duke? You understand that he ain't take a heed from that, There are words they could use. Who you want to write it? I asked him that question, who it is he really want to write it? Or if it's politics he's playing. Because if you get 100%, they're going again with the nurses and them. And so the match still going on. Then the nurses and them is essential services, They are essential services. And how he could take these people and play with these people. People's health is at risk. Man, and I watching everything, and African people, some of them is their own demise, because they don't sit back and think. Now, I born in Trinidad. My mother was a Tobagonian. My grandmother was a Martinican. And my training I get is Tobagonian training. Birds of a feather flock together. All those who line in with Watson Duke and all of them, their mindset is just as Watson Duke. All who line in with Kamala Prasad, this and them, their mindset is just as them. All who line in with Dr. Rowley, our mindset is just as Dr. Rowley. So birds of one feather will flock together. And Kamala Prasad, this assures that she is no good for this country, and everybody else who following her is no good for this country. All who following Duke is no good for this country. And I was watching Duke telling the people of Tobago that he knows that they love him. Self-praise and no recommendation. Nobody don't praise themselves. Let the next man say that you are good. And African people, I don't know what's wrong with some of them. You have beat sense into the head or something or what? You got to learn. You got to watch and learn. Watch and learn. Nobody has to tell everything. Some of them say the government never do, PNM government never do nothing for them. All institutions in this country was set up by the People's National Movement. All the road. You see them now born. I hear a long time. I put on a lot of almanac. And when we were small, all the roads in Trinidad the majority of roads was gravel. You come in home in the night, your foot go in a pool of water. A house was on the ground, a daughter was on the ground, flat on the ground, a board was on the ground. Daughters they go and pick up, go by, and they mix it with dirt and they lip your house. They don't know about that. PNM pull us out of that, Dr. William. So all who talking, they are ungrateful. They had to learn the history proper before you could come and talk to people. Have a blessed day.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Good morning, and how are you this morning?
Fine. Well, yesterday I heard something on the station. I was listening carefully about what Zina said. I can't remember exactly what she used the word blasted. She was asking about Juliet, right? Why is she not on the air? And she was talking about different thing with, the station. She not paying money for the station, but at least they had to buy the card and they had to call or something like that. And she used the word that she wouldn't I think what blasted or damn is the word she used. And I heard a certain person saying that they were coming down and they heard the nasty things that what her name, oh God, Zina say. Zina was so disrespectful. But I will say there is a certain gentleman, I think he's one of the managers on the station. And the other day, I said something, and that man tell me all kind of ill things, tell me that I belong to I am a senior citizen, I'm 68 years of age, I belong to the dotish crew, and all kind of things. So I was wondering if the person in here when that gentleman was telling me all these little things. I belong to the dotish crew, all over like me, my first time is 51 years this year. You understand? And I was told that on the station here sometime little before Juliet leave. Right? So I was wondering if it was hearing that because of what Zina said, either that she not listening to the blasted program or damn, either blasted or damn was one out of those two words she used. So I was wondering if she wasn't hearing that. You understand? So I don't know. It's good for Peter, but not good for Paul. Okay?
Okay. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bruce.
Good morning, and how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. And to Sharon, wherever she is, Miss Monica, Mr. Chance, Jenny, Titans of Democracy, and TNT. Bruce, where's Juliet? Been missing Juliet. I ain't been hearing Juliet on the radio. What's going on?
Juliet will be back as soon as.
Great, excellent. Ooh, I feel good. Now, Bruce boy, I am bothered by a couple of issues. There's an old saying, give a man power and you will see his true character. I am seeing Master rearing his head in a particular organization. If a person or officer should show leanings towards a particular organization, should suspension be the immediate remedy? The little that I know in industrial relations, shouldn't that person or officer be first given like a warning letter or spoken to before reaching to suspension? I believe industrial relations, I think that is Jenny's expertise. I would listen out for some clarity here because the little industrial relations I know you go through the steps. And then when you come to them harsh things, you suspension and then fire you. So I don't know. So I need clarity here. Secondly, Brucey, to the nurses, we salute you. We love you all. You stood resilient in the fight against the COVID-19 virus, which is wreaking havoc around the world. We the people will never take you for granted. However, please, don't squander the goodwill we have towards you, right? To the teachers, please go out during the July-August period and allow the 2020 students to write their exams. Take your knees off their neck and allow them to breathe. Don't prolong the agony that the children go through during this C exam. Please, I'm begging. Thank you, Brucey, for allowing me make this contribution, boy, on this blessed working class day, Labor Day. Thank you, Dave. Bye.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Brucey.
Good morning, 1285. How are you this morning?
Oh, fair to find. I just waiting on a call from the clinic, and then when I get my surgery, I will see you in person. Everybody, all my friends boasting. All my friends looking out to Iowa Station and they seeing you, they seeing Sharon, and saying Sharon so pretty. You understand? And I ain't seeing nothing.
You'll see me soon, man.
Yes, darling. Sharon, morning to you and your husband and your son. Could I say my morning before I go to my contribution?
Go ahead.
Morning, Mr. Malcolm, Miss Gemma, Miss Angie, Miss Thomas. Man, oh, you only on makeup and breakup. I don't know what you're looking for. Good morning, Miss Thomas. Morning to Miss Gloria Mora. And you know, there's obviously the best for last, which is Mommy Sauce. Good morning to the visually impaired and to director. That go hurt somebody. Morning, Brenda, Beverly, and Janelle, and to our special friends, Miss Monica Paul and Miss Diane Smith. Bruce, I heard a fella saying that since we're small, we know Columbus Square, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know with some a little girl, my mother used to go there on carnival time with her basket with all her things for us, and we spread with plastic, and we watching mass going home and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Right? Because we could small, we can't go Frederick Street and whatever. But only seeing mass going home and we feel. So I don't know what is the problem that square is causing right now. Because in school, we always know Christopher Columbus discovered Trinidad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a fella saying how they're going on the Churchill Elizabeth Highway, they're going on the Beatum, they go all these things that Dr. Williams said, they're going and look to change all of that. Could they do that? I hear in Wall Street all over saying that, and they're going here. So if they're doing all that, once a Mandela Park, and the past regime is them didn't name Mandela Square. I just want to a little thing now, because you know when you're going down in age, you start to forget like your Alzheimer's.
Well,
and our next thing too, they're saying they can't find the money, but I already told earlier, but when Abdul Malik had this big garden with all these lettuce and all these things he planted, what he had on any dear, I don't want to say. So all who running and having garden now and dropping out of the politics, all the 400 and something $1 million must be hiding somewhere. It is alleged. You understand, Lucy? Good morning to Miss Tanapuna, Jenny, and Mr. Chan. The booths are locked on and are listening.
Yes,
Let's give me some nice music, because today is a day we have to really relax and enjoy. And you reach home safe to your wife and your kids. You're still enjoying your birthday, eh?
Of course.
Right, you're still enjoying. You is Mr. Ben, your partner. He doesn't enjoy it for the whole month.
You mean?
Yeah. So you have a blessed day, darling. Reach home and Charo, eat everything. You're looking real good. My friend and them saying the both thing, but you and boost. Okay, I'll done and listening.
Yes, darling. Take care.
Okay.
Caller, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Lucy, good morning, boy.
Morning.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Sharon, hey, how is your father going, boy?
He doing good, man. Coming along strong.
Nice. Sharon, morning, Mr. Chance. Morning, Jenny. Morning, Mommy Sauce. Deep South. Brandyman. Rowley Jr., Brian, good morning to all you people. Bruce,
hey.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask you a question here this morning because I'm in a kind of disturbing frame of mind. After listening to the leader for the nurses that put us in there, and he made a statement,
Yeah, I listen to you. Go ahead.
And he made a statement that had me kind of disturbed. And I'm asking a question. Is there no law in our law books permitting the police to take up this man, to ask him what he meant by when he said, if it's riot, they want, they're going to get riot? Is he going to cause riot by maybe we might have people dying like flies in the hospital via the protesters, and I only ask him, because I find the police should take up this man and ask him what he meant by if we want riot, the riot we're going to get. Right? So, Bruce Boy, you have a nice day. That is the only question I want to ask. And I hope somebody in authority listening and think about the question I asked here this morning. Have a good day, Bruce.
You too, my friend. Take care. So I want to read, there's two paragraphs, from two different articles, one in the Express, and the one in the Express is healthcare workers demand compensation is riot you'll get. And this here would be Mr. Stewart. The words of Mr. Stewart. What is his full name? Right. So from Mr. Stewart, this quoting him saying, he ain't seen nobody riot yet, so monies will not be paid. As long as people riot, people would then start being paid. So if it's riot you want, it's riot you'll get. And in comparing their situation to that of teachers who were offered a daily stipend to work during July-August vacation period, the TTRNA president stated that nurses were denied all forms of leave being called out during the country's response to the COVID-19 pandemic for no compensation whatsoever. Now, in all honesty, I don't believe that the government has overlooked the nurses in no which way, form, or fashion, right? And the nurses themselves, doctors and nurses, were very, very extremely essential at this time. So being denied leave at this particular time, I would like to believe is understandable, right? Being called out from leave also is being understandable, because we needed our nurses and our doctors to make sure that where our health is concerned, we were in good hands. And in fact, we were in great hands. So what you are inciting here, my friend, something is definitely wrong with you. Definitely wrong with you. And Carol, to the Calypsonian Cup Dwayne O'Connor suspended, there is an article in the Newsday. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. Let me read the article. The attorney representing police officer Calypsonian and one-time PNM political aspirant Dwayne O'Connor confirmed on Thursday that O'Connor has been suspended from the police service. Attorney Keith Beckles said he did not know what O'Connor was suspended for, but said that his client intends to take the matter to court. Newsday was referred to Beckles by O'Connor when he was contacted for comment. Speaking at the weekly police media briefing on Thursday, Police Commissioner Gary Griffith confirmed the police officer was suspended for political activities earlier that day, and he warned that public displays of political allegiance are strictly prohibited among active police officers. Griffith said the political persuasion of a police officer must not be promoted through any public means, as it could compromise their image as officers of the law. Very few police officers believe it is their constitutional right to openly show support for a political party. Every one of my police officers have their right to support who they choose, but that must be done and remain in here. At any time, any police officer in or out of uniform decides to openly condemn or support a political party, or even decide to go up as a candidate and boast on a front page of a newspaper that he supports the philosophy and role and function and principles of a political party, those are the types of police officers that must be immediately disciplined, Griffith said. For this part, Head of the Police Legal Unit, Christian Chandler, cited the police service regulations, which explained that active police officers were not allowed to endorse a political party or go up as a representative, as it could tarnish their image as being impartial. You have the rights to express yourselves politically, but as a police officer, you must always appear to the general public as being unbiased. The public can never believe that you, as a police officer, have a particular partnership. This goes contrary to the Police Service Regulations, Sections 138 and 139. Chandler said, the conduct of police officers must be unbiased, especially during an election year. A policeman was reportedly chosen by the PNM as its political government candidate for the St. Anne's River South Sealots area for December 2019 local government elections. That officer's candidacy was, however, rescinded by the party. A police media release in February stated that Commissioner Griffith would be investigating reports that an officer had offered himself for St. Anne's River South during December's local government elections. And with that, we go to pay some bills. When we return, we will continue. So keep it locked to the Street 919 FM and Street TV. This is your Titans of Democracy.
Love and licks, don't mix. You know you're fed up on the jump and kick. You say love and licks, don't mix. The woman, but they love to push and shove the woman.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
With changes in operations due to COVID-19, over 10,000 TNTech customers have signed up to pay their bill online and receive bills by email. Commercial and residential customers, do business with TNTech online today. Sign up at www.ttec.co.tt/CWA.
Father's Day is almost here, so let's show all the dads that we care. T&M Wireless in New City Mall is having a Father's Day promotion. New City Mall is located at number 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square in Port of Spain. The grand prize is a Bluetooth headset. To be eligible, you must spend $150 or more in the store or send 2 persons to our store to shop. They must provide store personnel with the person who referred them, name and contact information. The promotion begins on Monday, June 8, 2020. The prize will be drawn on Friday, June 26, 2020. Come check us out today at D&M Wireless at New City Mall. Technology just went a step further with Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. Looking for something new? This app is going to resolve all that for you. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload their content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy app is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So, any user that downloads this app sees all participating restaurants, hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website, www.globalgalaxy.com, and register on the website. And you would have an admin section where you would be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed so that you would know exactly where you would like to go and how many people are there. Download the app today. Global Galaxy app available for both Android and iOS devices.
Are you looking for a home care aide for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the Street 919 FM. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
This Saturday on Iwer Stage, Bacchanal Radio and Gemini Production presents Soca Distancing. Let the Soca Heal You virtual concert this Saturday, June 20th, 6 p.m. till, featuring Patrice Roberts, Mr. Killer, Olatunji, Swappy, Hitman, Super Blue, Marsville, Nessa Preppy, Prince Swanee, Cassie, Adesh, Samaru, Jupiter, Trinidad Killer, Father Fox, Freeze, College Boy Jesse, Anil Bean, Rakesh, Yankaran, Himlata, Rishi, Chinese, and the RG Band, and the boss himself, Neil Iwer George. Plus, more artists to be added this Saturday. Streaming live on Iwer TV, YouTube, and Facebook, and BacchanalRadio.com. It's Soca Distancing this Saturday, June 20th, 6 p.m. till.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Try your part, I support man. This woman a friend on demon.
Yes, and the action continues tonight. Iwer Stage, the series of concerts. Devon Seals and the man in the background, Mr. Shaq. Calypso night this Friday, Labor Day night. It's all about Iwer Stage. All the shows are free to stream, but we welcome donations to our guest artists on fundmetnt.com. So Iwer Stage will be streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George and at The Street 919 FM. We are also live on Facebook at Neil Iwer George and The Street 919 FM Facebook pages. On YouTube, you can get us on Iwer TV and The Street Online Trinidad channels. Iwer Stage one-on-one with the artists. Remember, it's supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music. And the action continues tonight. Devon Seals and Mr. Shaq, it's Calypso night. Friday the 13th. Friday the 19th, hey. Labor Day night. Iwer Stage.
Not the UNC, neither but if you line up the first letters, read between the lines carefully. That spelling C-U-N. But wait, T&T you see?
So we continue taking your calls. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, Bruce.
Hey, morning.
Now, I want to tell you, sometimes one of the things that happen with us is that we get sort of full of ego. That's the downfall of Watson Duke. I remember making a call and my admiration for Watson Duke, notwithstanding his approach in being head of the PSA then taking charge of a party in Tobago and winning 2 seats. I said, within everything, look at the achievement of the man. Ego would have displaced him, being on a rape charge and all these kind of things, well, allegedly, even though it might be so, I don't know. He has really lost the whole shape of himself. And that's the problem with ego. Let me transcend that into the gentleman who on the television last night would have, because of a protest, you got 100% for one regional corporation. Now, you have to be a fool to have a nice bucket of milk and want to kick it down for acid, that you get so full of yourself. And that's the problem with ego. You will not say, now listen, in a news conference, which makes us more palatable, more organized. And that's the whole problem with union run by African men. And I want to remind them, union run by fellas of East Indian descent. We find out as make comparison. There is one head of a union of East Indian descent already in the UNC, you know. That's how they do it. They try to work together. And that's what Jenny was saying. You work with the government. Why we like confrontation so? So you protest. A government tell you, hey, 100%. Instead of you have dialogue now and say, listen, 100% for NH for the Northwest, let's have all the regional settled. You're going there, full of the ego, protesting and making one set of statement that could pull you into the coal. That's the problem with us. We're full of ego, and somehow or the other, we can't have conversation. We have to look for confrontation. That's the problem with Watson Duke. And I want traders to understand, Look at Dr. Rowley. He has Faria apologizing this morning. You know why? People need to tone it down. And I keep telling them, Dr. Rowley remains quiet for a good while. When he comes out and he makes a statement, and it's not a question of convincing, you know. What he says is based by fact. And everybody have to respond and say, sorry, we didn't say that. It's not the fact. The same thing happened with the man from CNC3, the reporter. One day want to look like Jim Acosta. When you know you're false and only spewing nonsense. Dr. Rowley put him in his place, he get quiet for a few while. People, don't try to displace a prime minister who all you know, they're fully well aware the leadership good, you know. But just trying to displace him with nonsense, including those people who you know, you're running the nurses, you achieve one. Sit down and talk to get the others.
Exactly.
Certain people.
Exactly.
You sit down.
Inciting people to violence and riots and one set of nonsense.
And you know what, Bruce, you know what hurting me? You know what hurting me, Most of the people that form nurses in this country are people of African descent. And you go there and listen, Dr. Rowley settle it. If I may say so, because Cameron said most about it. Dr. Rowley settle it. Instead of you return to the minister and say, Minister, thank you. But you know what? The rest on so. You have the head of NATOC. We always confrontational. And instead of we have purpose. Bruce, I'm really emotional about this thing. You know why? I could see more from the union being a business than a confrontational institution. Because that's what they do for years. You all have to change the modus. The OWT had good examples where the Cipriani Labour College and all these things where you could educate black people or everybody as a matter of fact. NATOC and they should try to change the approach and don't only look for salary and money. Try to promote the essence of value in people who all you all represent. Not only money. Because all of us who understand we make money would spend it bad. And the next negotiation, wait for more. I'm telling you. Take care, Bruce.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Crime, watch the drama queen. You love to give people wetting. Well,
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning, mother.
Bruce, hearing the talk, young people saying PNM did nothing for them. But what I want to let them know, before PNM, I used to go bare feet, and you stomp in a toe, piece of the skin of the toe coming out. You always have a sore toe. Water is something you have to, good thing where you were bound with a estate where you have a river down in the bottom, you have to always go there for water. In the night, the pipe may come trickling and you're playing and all of that. So, and let me tell all who say in government ain't doing anything for them, let me tell them about myself. Bruce, you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, mother. Go ahead.
All right. When I left school, I left with a school leaving certificate in 1952. 52 July, school closed. September, I didn't go back to school. I went to a nursery school. You no longer they have to use a nursery school for children. Working for $5 a month.
I went and I worked when I heard Dr. Rowley spoke about 40 cents a day. The people used to work for in those days before union and all these things. $5 a month. I went in a parlor work. I went and I did domestic work. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I took some lessons. That time Dr. Williams came in. He provided for me to go, and not for me, everybody, to go and write an exam. I write the nursing exam because high school was remember, the parents couldn't pay for high school. High school was something you couldn't get. You know, like how it is now. Okay? When you leave school, you have to go sewing or something and do things, or go in a store and work. Anyhow, I wrote the nursing exam, and I got through.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1962, I entered San Fernando Nursing School. I did nursing. In the last exam, they have an exam that they used to give prize, gold medal and whatnot, and you know, third prize, first and second prize in certain subjects. I got 2 third prizes. And I thought that was a gold medal for me because I didn't go high school. There were teachers who came in and other people were working in nursing in the batches.
Yeah.
And I worked up my way in the ward. I became a ward sister. When I was promoted, they offered me a position in Point 14 Hospital from Tobago. When I worked it out, it would have been $3 more. And I had 2 small children at that time. And I went and did the taxi badge, applied to do my taxi badge. So I want young people to know they have to help themselves and what they have to do to achieve what they want to achieve. This is why I'm telling them my story. And I also asked the government if they could rescind me to a staff nurse post until when they get a sister post. It turned out they allowed me to work in Tobago still as a ward sister, but being paid from Point 14 Hospital. I'm just saying these things that people will know. Government ain't come in and put things in your hand. You have to know what to do. And you know why I took out the taxi badge? If they didn't grant me that and I have to leave nursing, I have a taxi to go and work because I had my driver's permit in 1965 from Ramesa School of Nursing in San Fernando. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to know they have to lead themselves. And I remained there. I worked. I went to the States at some time. Now I had my nursing license. You have to go and do some special exam and do some nursing courses. I went to Rutgers University, did a course to upgrade my nursing to their standard and all of that. So I want to tell them, I didn't go high school, right? I did domestic work for some years. And I was able, well, let me boast and say I went to Rutgers University to the end, okay?
Yeah.
So I achieved whatever I have achieved. I got more achievements, but beating to that stage, I want them to know they can do something for themselves and help themselves. When you start, the Lord will help you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye, Mom. Thanks.
This Mr. Sharp,
hear that?
he intend to cause trouble. And if we are holding back, this fella could kill people.
So while I'm here, I'm watching some of the comments on our Facebook page. Sometimes I just have a laugh, yes. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, hi, Bruce.
Yeah.
I just want to say again because I heard that Nurse Stewart again is making some type of threats in terms of riot and that kind of thing. And I want to ask because he has said that he's the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Registered Nurses Association. The Industrial Act of 1973, Chapter 88, I don't know if they have changed it recently. There's something called the Registration, Recognition and Certification Board. That board is the board that certifies your union, and once you hold the 50% of workers, you become recognized. And based on that recognition, I want them to be guided by Section 34, subsection 1 of the Industrial Relations Act. And I want them also to know, to be guided, because that should be a part of his arsenal that he has when he wants to lead workers. I'll also like him to be guided by Section 37.1 and all its other different subsections, which states once you are given the certificate as recognition, having 50% of the workers, that issuance will be in a certificate, and that certificate would have different things in the name of the employer, the trade union, so define the category and workers and all that. And what that certification gives you, it gives you the authority to be the bargaining unit for those workers who you represent. And being the bargaining unit, it means that you can sit with the CPO or the employers and negotiate the terms and conditions of employment for that group of workers who you represent, and coming out of that collective agreement. So in that, you will have uniform allowances, you will have things that go how to treat with persons who work overtime, call out, and the vacation and all that. And I'm saying, does Edie Stewart TTRNA has that? And to my best of my ability, he does not. I'm also saying, whilst PSA is not the union that nurses would go to, what would have happened? The Ministry of Health nurses, who although they went across to RHA, did not give up the Ministry of Health status. They remain PSA members. And when PSA goes to negotiate for those nurses, everything those nurses get, RHA are guided by that and pay the other nurses who are RHA nurses and who are not members of PSA. Within the mechanism that was negotiated for in the days when all nurses were under PSA, there is mechanism in place to treat it, quote-unquote, working outside the hours of duty. We say overtime. There's something called pool. There's something also in the mechanism that treats with nurses when they are called out from their vacation to treat with that. I need Mr. Stewart to find out from him whether or not those things have changed. So, we will always be grateful for emergency service workers, doctors, nurses, everything. However, he needs to differentiate the different levels. The nurses who were treating with the COVID-19 patients directly, that is a separate thing. That is why it is what's called the parallel healthcare system. They are treated, that will be dealt with at a different level. If you're talking about the nurses who continue to operate the health facilities as they're accustomed doing, I need to understand exactly what you want them to get. If you were out there saying, all of us are being paid under 2013 salaries, and 2 negotiation period has gone away and a third one, and you're agitating for that, I could understand. Because, comrade, we with you with that, because all of us have been paid and continue to be paid under 2013. But when you speak about rioting and get what the teachers get, he needs nurses who are part of that union. You need to understand, Mr. Edie Stewart as president cannot sit before the CPO to negotiate nothing for you. And if the employers meet with him as a courtesy, they are doing because they do not have to, because they do not recognize him, because according to Chapter 8801 of the Industrial Relation Act 1972, if you do not and will not recognize and certify by the board, then you do not hold majority RMU status, recognized majority union. And if you do not hold that and you're not certified, you cannot be the bargaining unit for those category of workers who pay the dues to you. If anything has changed, because I don't know everything, I don't proclaim to know everything, but please let somebody call and clarify, because I'm confused. And before I go, the last thing I know in the Industrial Relation Act, essential workers are not allowed to take that type of industrial action. There are other things in place to treat with that. If that has changed, please somebody on Labor Day today, the 19th of June, please let me know so that I will know I need to go and get that type of information. Because unless you could tell me that, we are still guided by the Industrial Relation Act of 1972, Chapter 8801. Thank you.
Thank you.
So tell this ruling partnership, in this guy there gets no mercy. Not the COP, not the UNC, neither HJAC or TOP. But if you line up the first letters, read between the lines carefully. That spelling C-U-N. But wait, T and T you see, they need some fun. So when I see them I'm helping, when I meet them I'm flinging fun. I go down them with kinds of fun. Tell the leader, Mrs. Clueless, Mrs. I've been so advised. We fed up our she mama guys, and we sick of the blatant lies. If she made one more misstep in this guy, she in trouble. So best she find the truth and distill it and start to drink it by the bottle. When I pray, she a pelting. Man as I pay, she a clinging. I go down, she with guys so I the business food. They bump to get ready. Better they stay ready. But the strongest guys so far.
So I'm getting ready to pay some bills. Remember tonight it's Calypso night on Iwer TV. Devon Seal, Mr. Shark. Get ready for it. It's going to be crazy tonight. So we're going to pay some bills.
In 2007.
When we return, I'm going to play a little music for you. We're going to continue our discussions. We're going to take it. We're going to close it light and easy this morning. Okay? I have allowed everybody to talk, express their views.
So they set out to shut me down. Some even try to cut me down.
So just keep it locked. We'll be right back. This is the Street 919 FM and Street TV with your Titans of Democracy.
Never forget my purpose. I am a kind of woman, a voice for the population. So let them know they will feel the pain. If they really think that they could silence me, think again. In the morning I'm melting, in the evening I'm flinging. I got done them with guys of From the Ministry of Security, we get 4 different stick fights.